that they recommended in the statements was what you saw on your screens. Now, moving on and going back to Kumasi, a water crisis is looming in Greater Kumasi as workers of Ghana Water Limited protest the demolition of company property by a private developer. Fence walls at the company's guest house and management's residence have been torn down, with more demolitions expected. Well, Joint News investigation revealed the land is part of 400 acres ceded to the Asante-Hene, which includes relocation plans. Emmanuel Bright-Kweku has more and is joining us via Zoom. Emmanuel, good afternoon and thank you. I want a bit more clarity to this story. I know that you've been following it from 2022. Please bring us details of the story.
All right, so MFA, according to the group, as you rightly mentioned, on the election days, a day before the election, a private developer encroached a property of theirs, two of their managers, and destroyed their fence. And some 5 others have also been earmarked for demolition. But what we understand is that this particular property that the workers of the Ghana Water Company are contending as part of a land that was leased to Otumfuo or ceded to Otumfuo the second in 2023. And so in that particular land is the range residential area. It's around Denyame and Ishaeso. And so for that particular land, every private developer was expected to be maintained. However, those that were occupied by government officials, they were to be relocated to another place that was given by the government. That's the Regional Coordinating Council to them. And so from our sources, we understand that the Regional Coordinating Council have developed a house or a facility to house all of these persons who are supposed to move from the land, which is some 400 acres that was ceded to Otumfuo the second. And so they are supposed to move from this particular location to the place that the Regional Coordinating Council has developed for them at this particular area. But according to the group themselves, they have not had any communication of a sort from the Regional Coordinating Council. They told us emphatically that the communication is supposed to happen between them and the head office, between the head office and the Regional Coordinating Council, and not the region. And so, MFA, this is what is currently happening.
Well, Emmanuel, I'd like to talk to a worker from the Ghana Water Limited, if you have him over there. But I want to understand, and I want to understand if there has been another place that's been allocated to you as workers. What then is the challenge?
Okay, so Mr. Opoti is on. Okay.
Right. Please tell me your name and your. Yes. All right, please go on.
Okay, my name is Emmanuel Opoti. I'm the vice chairman for the Senior Staff Association.
All right, right. Please, what is the challenge if there has been another place that's been allocated to you for relocation? What really is the challenge?
Well, thank you very much. The challenge actually is both procedural and legal. First, the fact is that the property in contention is the property of Ghana Water Company Limited. As you know, Ghana Water Company is a limited liability company. And so its properties are vested in the directors of the company.
Yes.
What we are saying is that if anybody has anything on the property, want to alienate it for himself or whatever, that must be done in conjunction or with leave from our head office or the directorate, that is the board. Now, we are actually on this path, especially because the demolition exercise that was done without recourse to us. We were not notified. And we believe that the impunity with which the person went into our space and then destroyed the thing shouldn't be countenanced, and we are not going to countenance it. Indeed, the said properties that is being alleged have been allocated to us is not true. Actually, after the demolition exercise, they brought some keys. But then we asked them that we cannot accept anything until the head office has given us leave to accept them. Now, we are aware as a union that our head office has spoken with the coordinating council and have expressed our desire and resolve to maintain ownership of these properties. And so we believe that whatever it is that they want to do, the procedures must be followed, and the right people must be contacted for whatever negotiations or leaves that will be or needed to be obtained.
Right, thank you for talking to us, but I'm certain that we'll come back to you again in our subsequent bulletin, maybe our evening news, and then you bring us more details to find out whether you have triggered the legal processes. But thank you so much for bringing us clarity, at least the beginning of the clarity to this journey, this story that is quite developing.